we bridge your knowledge to success.
Hello, my friends. I welcome you to another episode of Adhitya Talks. And today we have Mr. Ranjan Sinha. He's a very experienced individual and is a visiting professor at many of the IIMs, IIM Ranchi, IIM Sambalpur, IIM Udaipur, and SIOM, JAGSoM Mumbai as well. So he is a very experienced person, and I'll let it's going to be a very great discussion. I am honored to have you on the show, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Aditya. Thank you for inviting me to your show. My
Yes,
pleasure.
it's an honor. I'm going to learn a lot today, and my viewers are going to learn a lot too. So let's begin. Your career has spanned multiple countries from Ukraine to the Gulf regions. What unique perspectives do you think working across these diverse geography gave you about the global logistics and supply chain management?
Very interesting question, Aditya. Uh, See, working across Ukraine, UAE, I mean the Gulf regions, have given me a multifaceted perspective on global logistics and supply chain management because each region presented a unique challenges and opportunities shaping my approach to operations. Now, if I take, let's talk about geopolitical and economic influence. Ukraine being a key transit hub between Europe and Asia exposed me to the complexities of the cross-border trade, regulatory frameworks, and the impact of geopolitical tension on supply chains. In contrast, the Gulf nations, with their heavy reliance on imports, reinforce the importance of strategic procurement, free trade zones, and robust infrastructure investments. If we talk about infrastructure and technological adoption, all the Gulf nation has world-class logistic hubs with highly digitized and automated port and warehouse system, teaching me the importance of leveraging technology for efficiency. On the other hand, operating in Ukraine required agility in managing disruption due to infrastructure constraint and regional conflicts. Well, talking about cultural and workforce management, managing the logistic in the Gulf meant dealing with a multicultural workforce, requiring adaptability in leadership styles. While in Ukraine, I had to navigate post-Soviet business practices and hierarchical structures. These experiences refined my ability to build high-performing teams across different cultural settings. And lastly, we talk about supply chain resilience. Gulf dependency on imports for essential goods taught me how to develop contingency plans, optimize inventory, and ensure continuity despite supply chain disruptions in Ukraine. In Ukraine, I gained first-hand experience of managing risk related to volatile markets, including fluctuating fuel prices and trade restrictions.
This is really interesting. Your
So, yeah,
Yeah, so this is really interesting. Your
yeah.
career has spanned across so many regions, and that has contributed to your experience. And you have done a lot in these different regions. Can you tell us how you transited from the active industry roles to becoming a visiting professor at the IIMs, and what inspired this shift from working in corporate leadership to academic mentorship? So, what was the idea behind that?
Well, always I had a deep-seated passion for mentoring and shaping the next generation of supply chain and operation professionals. So, having spent over 25 years navigating the complexities of global logistics across diverse geographies, I realized that my real impact could extend beyond boardrooms and operational efficiencies. I could contribute more by equipping future leaders with practical insights and industry-ready skills. During my time leading large-scale supply chain transformations, I often found myself mentoring young professionals, bridging the gap between theoretical knowledge and real-world application. The enthusiasm and the curiosity of this young mind sparked an interest in me for the structured teaching. As I engaged with institutions like IIMs, Sambalpur, Udaipur, Ranchi, Accelerate, JAGSoM, SP Jain, Symbiosis, I saw how academy provided the perfect platform to integrate my industry expertise with education. The move was also influenced by rapid evolution of technology in supply chain management, for example, AI, IoT, or blockchain, which are transforming the industry. And I wanted to be at the forefront of preparing students for this transformation. Teaching allows me to merge my industry insight with cutting edge research, ensuring that students are not only academically strong, but also industry ready. In the end, I would say that ultimately the transition has been incredibly fulfilling. While once drove supply chain efficiency and profitability, I now focus on driving intellectual curiosity and a professional growth, an equally rewarding challenge.
That's really interesting, and that's a very noble cause you have, leading the next generation into this field and providing your experience combined with technology that is going to change the future of this field. So that's really interesting. Can you tell us, among your many global experiences, can you share a couple of pivotal moments that fundamentally transformed your understanding regarding the supply chain operations, your understanding on them?
There are many moments actually, Aditya, but one pivotal moment that fundamentally transformed my understanding of supply chain operation was during my tenure in Ukraine. I was overseeing the logistic and supply chain operation for a very big major steel conglomerate, and we faced an unprecedented geopolitical crisis that severely disrupted transportation network, raw material availability, and suppliers' commitment. Now, up till up till that moment, I had always seen supply chain as a structured, process-driven function, one that relied on strategic planning, efficiency, improvements, and cost optimization. However, this crisis forced me to rethink supply chain management as a dynamic and a highly adaptive discipline. So, if I would say you what are the key takeaways from this crisis, resilience is over efficiency. While lean operations are ideal in stable condition, but they can crumble in volatile environments. So, building resilience, such as having alternate suppliers, flexible logistic strategies, risk mitigating redundancies, became a priority in this crisis. We had to take a real-time decision making. Traditional forecasting models were rendered ineffective in this. We had to rely on real-time data, continuous monitoring, and agile decision making to reroute shipments, negotiate with new suppliers, and manage costs. Well, there are also collaboration relationship management strong and also technology as a lifeline.
Okay.
This experience was a turning point in my career, shaping my approach to supply chain strategy.
Okay, so
So
that.
it also depends, yeah, that supply chains are not just about efficiency, but also about resilience, adaptability, and proactive risk management.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Incorporating risk management and successfully mitigating the risks and keeping your options open across the board and easily transitioning through the process without any problems. I think that is a really great skill to have in any field, regardless of the work. These skills are very important. So, how do you can you tell us, how do you see emerging technologies like AI, IoT, or blockchain you mentioned earlier fundamentally reshaping port operations and logistics in the next 5 to 10 years?
The AI, IoT, Internet of Things, and blockchain are set to revolutionize port operations and logistics by significantly enhancing efficiency, transparency, and cost effectiveness. Now, let's take the case of AI. AI helps for intelligent automation and decision making through their predictive analytics and demand forecasting through their automated operations, smart routing and traffic management, as AI will enhance just-in-time vessel arrival, reducing idle time and optimizing fuel consumption. AI-powered drones would be used for security surveillance, inventory management, and infrastructure inspection. Internet of Things helps in real-time monitoring and asset optimization through smart containers and cargo tracking. Real time, this gives a real time visibility into cargo conditions and the vessel positions. Predictive maintenance, sensors on port equipment and ships will enable condition based maintenance, minimizing downtime and improving operational efficiencies. Automated yard and warehouse management through IoT enabled RFID and GPS tracking. And also port environmental monitoring, which is one of the most important topic in today's environment. The sensors will track the air and water quality, noise level to enforce ESG regulations. Blockchain is helps for the trust, transparency, and security. There would be secure and transparent trade documents. Smart blockchain enables smart contracts will eliminate paperwork and fraud in bill of ladings or any other documents. Real-time shipment verification. Immutable ledgers will ensure authenticity of transactions. Decentralized logistic network. Blockchain will enable secure data sharing between the stakeholders. And tokenization of assets. Ports may use blockchain to tokenize assets like berth slots and container spaces, creating dynamic pricing models. What I see by 2035, the port will operate as a hyper-connecting ecosystem, integrating AI, IoT, blockchain, and 5G for seamless autonomous logistics.
Okay, that's really great, and I look forward to see these technologies influence the port operations. And I think that's very spot on. You said it is going to be like a hive mind, like a ecosystem which will manage the port. And I think these technologies are going to change the system altogether. As someone who collaborates with global firms like Ernst and Young, and what current cutting technologies or technological solutions are currently transforming the supply chain management in today's time?
I've not only worked with Ernst and Young, I've worked with all the big fours actually.
Yeah.
So Uh, what are the cutting edge technologies I would say is that in terms of artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning is coming in very heavily into logistic and supply chain with their predictive analytics and cognitive automations. Because with cognitive automations, you can eliminate the repetitive tasks such as invoice processing or supply risk assessments. As I said, blockchain for transparency and security, smart contracts, and the most important thing is that it gives an end-to-end traceability to a supply chain operation, which is missing today, as of today. Internet of Things is for real-time tracking, connected sensors through RFID, GPS, monitor the logistic efficiencies and the digital twins, the real-time digital replicas of physical supply chains allows for scenario modeling and risk mitigation. Then we have robotics and automation, the autonomous mobile robots, AMRs, which are used in warehouses for picking, packing, and transporting goods, aided by automated guided vehicle, AGVs, which improves the manufacturing and distribution. Then we have 5-edge and edge computing. 5-edge for ultra-fast data transmission, which improves the coordination in logistics. And edge computing reduces the latency in data processing for real-time decision making. We also have cloud-based supply chain management SCM platforms like integrated data system like SAP HANA for Oracle SCM Cloud, Microsoft Dynamics. So this kind of collaboration also are have been elevated. The technology has been elevated to a great extent. Then we have also some like digital freight marketplaces and AI-driven logistic, like AI-powered route optimizations, platforms like Fourkites, Convey use AI to optimize shipping routes and reduce cost, which ultimately brings down to your dynamic pricing models. And then we have sustainable and circular supply chains, which helps to track the carbon footprints and also recyclable materials and reverse logistics. So these are some of the cutting edge technologies which and their causes and their effects in the supply chain management.
Okay, so there are many positive effects of technology using technology, but what are the top three challenges or the top challenges the supply chain management is facing due to technological issue, and what are the top technological challenges in global logistics currently?
See, there, if you say there are a lot of challenges, but if you have to say top three, first one should be cybersecurity threats and data vulnerability.
Yes.
As more ports and logistic industry go for digitization, so much they are vulnerable to cyber attacks. So, as you know, cyber threats can disrupt supply chain, compromise sensitive data, and lead to operational shutdowns. Then there's also a practical thing which is happening is many ports are struggling with integrating IoT devices, AI-driven analytics, and blockchain-based tracking system due to their legacy infrastructure and interoperability issues. So real-time visibility automation requires significant investment, and aligning diverse technologies across global supply chain remains complex still today. Um, Achieving data standardization across port, shipping lines, and logistics provider is still a work in progress. And also, as I said earlier, sustainability and green logistic compliances are also a major concern for the ports, which is also being linked to technological driven processes.
So, these are some of the technological challenges, but integrating technology for small and medium enterprises effectively is a very big issue. How can these companies do it effectively without massive investments from their side?
So the SMEs, I'll give them two, three ideas. Leverage cloud-based solution like use SaaS software, the service model to access AI, IoT, automation on a subscription-based model. This will significantly reduce your cost. Use our cloud-based ERP and CRM system, which provides scalability without heavy infrastructure cost. Adopt low-cost automation and robotics, like which for repetitive tasks like data entry and invoicing. Use affordable collaborative robots or the cobots for manufacturing and warehousing automation. Utilize open source and no code, low code platform. Open source tools like Odoo, ERP, TensorFlow, AI, ML, and Apache Kafka for data streaming reduces software licensing cost. No code, low code platforms are also allows processes without extensive coding expertise. Invest in digital twins and IoT with minimal of hardware. Implement digital twin technology through cloud-based simulation instead of on-premises system that will significantly reduce your budget or your cost. Adopt pay-per-use AI and analytical tools. Implement AI chatbots for customer support without developing in-house solution. It can always be outsourced. Leverage government and industry grants that government is giving right now. and outsourcing partner and for technology expertise. And most importantly, you should be phasing your implementation in a phased manner. Prioritize high impact, low cost technologies before scaling up. Use pilot program to test and define solution before large scale deployment. I mean, these are some of the ideas which can help smaller companies or SMEs to scale up their technological operations.
Yes, these issues, but are very are not a long term issue, because in the next 10 years these technologies will get cheaper, and I think the SMEs can also easily it will become easy for them to access these technologies as the world will integrate these technologies into their processes. Moving on.
True.
Can you tell us how, as a visiting professor, how do you prepare the next generation of business leaders to leverage technological advancements to supply chain management?
See, my goal basically is to equip the next generation business leader with a deep understanding of how emerging technologies are transforming supply chain management as of today. So I ensure that the student understand the transformative impact of AI, IoT, blockchain, and robotics on supply chain. By incorporating world case studies, I demonstrate how companies are using these technologies to enhance efficiency, transparency, and resilience. Industry-oriented learning, I draw from my extensive industry experience, including my tenure as CEO in logistics and supply chain, to provide students with practical insights. Uh, to make learning engaging, I also integrate sometimes gamification elements such as simulation games and case competitions where students apply their knowledge to solve complex supply chain challenges. This hands-on approach fosters critical thinking and decision-making skills, which are badly needed for the today's generation because they are not exposed to the corporate world as of now. Also, I actively involve students in live consulting projects with companies, allowing them to work on supply chain digital transformation strategies. And I also, beyond the classroom, I mentor students on career pathways in supply chain technology, supply chain operations, guiding them how to develop skills in data analytics, automation, and AI-driven decision making to stay ahead in the competitive job market.
Okay, so that's really interesting. So you develop help them in the classroom through gamification, through experience in the field, and then out of the classroom in career support, you give them support in their careers. That's really interesting, and that's great for the new generation of India that is going to shape the supply chain management in field. So what critical skills do you think every young logistics professional should develop to remain competitive in these changing times and in these rapidly evolving technological landscape?
They should have a mix of technical, analytic, and soft skills. Number one, digital and technology proficiencies, data analytics, and AI, because AI is doing everything. So AI driven and data analytic is must. Uh, IoT blockchain, familiarity with IoT enabled tracking system and blockchain for transparent supply chains. ERP and transport management softwares like SAP, Oracle, or Blue Yonder. Um, Supply chain visibility and automation should be there, like predictive and prescriptive analytics, and automation and robotics, as well as ESG compliance and sustainable logistics. Strategic and critical thinking, they should have a ability for a scenario planning, ability to assess risk, create contingency plans, and make a quick data-driven decisions. Lean and agile methodologies principles should also be they should also have the skills. As far as the soft skills are concerned and leadership skills are concerned, collaboration and stakeholder management is the most important in today's world. Adaptability and resilience, and negotiation and problem solving. So these are some of the critical skills I would want to see this in these young logistic professionals.
Okay, so these skills can be developed in the classroom and also through experience. But what is the most significant gap you think you have observed in the academic teaching and on the industry's technological requirement level?
The greatest gap that I can see is that the technology is going in a very, very rapid pace. But compared to that, the curriculums that are being taught in the universities are all outdated. I mean,
Yeah.
universities often teach traditional supply chain and operation management concept, but struggle to keep up with this technological like AI, blockchain, or IoT automation advancement in logistics. Uh, then there is a gap between a theoretical knowledge and hands-on applications. Students learn framework and case studies, but lack real-time data handling like ERP, SAP, Oracle, or logistic automation experiences. Industry expectations like their ability to use tools like Tableau, Power BI, Python for analytics, or TMS or WMS for warehouse and transportation management. These are also not missing there. Uh, and there is soft skill deficiencies are there, but that can be jacked up at any time. Cross-functional collaboration. Another thing which I think that is very much missing is the internship was a real world problem solving. Many internship the student goes through focuses on the basic task rather than tackling the real world supply chain disruptions, which really don't help them into going into the further into their career. So the graduate should stimulate crisis management, build predictive models, and work of live industry data set. I mean, these are the things. I think they're bridging the gap.
I
These are
think
the curriculum
the
needs to
world is
be
at a
rapidly.
I think the world is at a stage where we cannot separate business from technology. So, having an understanding of technology in this time is essential for every business student as of now. And I think that is being neglected in the academics sometime. And I think the students also lack a bit of problems, real world problem solving skills, because they have been born and brought up in a system where remembering and memorizing and clearing competitive exams is the only way to get success. So they cannot change themselves to actually face the problems that the world is the real world problems. So I think this is the biggest problem right now, and I think this will change in the future definitely. So moving on, can you share any specific example where technological intervention dramatically improved the logistics or port efficiency?
As far as I remember, one of the most notable examples of technological intervention which dramatically improved the logistic and port efficiency comes from the implementation of automated container terminal, such as those seen in the port of Rotterdam in the Netherlands. In 2015, if I'm right, the port of Rotterdam integrated the use of automated cranes, self-driving vehicles, and comprehensive digital platform to enhance operational efficiency. As a result, the port of Rotterdam saw several key benefits. The automated cranes worked in tandem with digital system to identify most efficient routes for the container, while self-driving vehicles transported the containers autonomously around the port. So this resulted in increased throughput of the ports. It increased the safety of the port. It automated helped to reduce the labor costs and improve resource residue utilization, leading to a significant reduction in operation costs. And obviously, it also impacted the environmental, the system optimized operation to reduce fuel consumption and emission by minimizing unnecessary movements. So transformation at Rotterdam is an example of how the use of advanced technology like automation, AI, IoT can drastically improve logistic efficiency, boost
Yes.
capacity, and drive down cost in the port and logistic industry.
Okay. So, how do you think predictive analytics and machine learnings is currently changing the decision-making process in supply chains across the world?
They are, first of all, they are providing more accurate data-driven insights through predictive analytics, which uses historical data and machine learning algorithms to identify patterns and trends, helping companies to forecast demands with greater accuracy. This leads to more efficient inventory management, ensuring that products are neither overstocked nor understocked. Risk management, machine learning models can analyze a wide range of variables, whether geographical, geopolitical events, market trends to predict disruption in the supply chain. This enables companies to develop proactive strategies to mitigate risk from supply shortages to transport delays to optimizing inventory level. Uh, Also for supply selection and performance evolution, also for designing supply chain network. They help companies to design more efficient supply chain network by simulating different scenarios and understanding how changes in one part of the network will affect the overall operation. Dynamic pricing and cost optimization. By using predictive analytics, companies can identify pricing trends and adjust their pricing strategies dynamically. Machine learning models analyze customer behavior, competitive pricing, and market demand. It also helps in the real-time decision making. Machine learning algorithm can process vast amount of data in real time to identify inefficiencies and potential issues. This allows a manager to make quicker, more informed decisions. Customer experiences also can be uh, predicted by um, machine learning. So these are some of the benefit of predictive analytics and machine learning, which allows for smarter, more informed decision making at every stage of the supply chain, increasing efficiency, reducing cost, and improving overall performance.
Machine learning and predictive analytics are going to take up a lot, take lot of jobs in the future. And in your view, how do you think collaborative digital platforms enhance the supply chain resilience?
So, collaborative digital platform play a pivotal role in enhancing supply chain resilience by fostering real-time communication, transforming transparency, and seamless collaboration among all stakeholders. So, like this platform enable the flow of real-time data across the entire supply chain, from suppliers to manufacturer to distributor to retailer, right up to the customer. So this visibility helps in quickly identifying and addressing disruptions such as delays or shortage, which enhances decision making and responsiveness. It increases the improvement of the risk management with the ability to access data from multiple sources. Stakeholder can anticipate risk and take proactive steps. For instance, digital platform allow for monitoring of weather patterns, geopolitical events, and market fluctuations, helping companies to prepare for potential disruption. Enhance collaboration. So today the supply chain works in silos.
In your view, how do collaborative and digital platforms enhance supply chain resilience?
See, collaborative digital platform play a pivotal role in enhancing supply chain resilience by fostering real-time communication, transparency, and seamless collaboration among all stakeholders. These platforms enable the flow of real-time data across the entire supply chain, from suppliers to manufacturer, distributors to retailers, right up to the customer. This visibility helps in quickly identifying and addressing the disruptions such as delays or shortages, which enhances decision-making process and responsiveness. It also helps for the improved risk management with the ability to access data from multiple sources. The stakeholders can anticipate risk and take proactive steps. For instance, digital platform allow for monitoring of weather patterns, geopolitical events, and market fluctuation, helping companies prepare for potential disruption. It also fosters enhanced collaboration by breaking down the silos. This platform allows suppliers, logistic providers, and other partners to collaborate more effectively. It also facilitates faster decision making with instant access to accurate and comprehensive data. Companies can make decisions faster, whether it's adjusting orders, optimizing routes, or finding alternate supplier. Agility and flexibility also increases because of the digital platform facilitates dynamic adjustments to the supply chain operations, whether it is shifting production schedules, rerouting shipments, or reconfiguring warehouses. This platform allows business to respond swiftly to changing circumstances without significant downtime. It also helps to improve the resource allocation. This platform provides insights that allow companies to better allocate resources from workforce management to transportation and warehouses. It also provides data-driven insights. Predictive analytics and AI tools embedded in these platforms can help identify trends, political potential bottlenecks, and vulnerability before they become critical issues. Supply chain diversifications through digital platforms, companies can connect with broader range of suppliers and logistic providers, ensuring that their supply chain isn't dependent on a single source. In summary, by improving communication, fostering collaboration, and providing actionable data insights, collaborating with digital platform enables supply chains to be more adaptable, responsiveness, and resilient to challenges.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. So I have an interesting, a great question. It's a different one. If you could hypothetically implement one transformative technology across all global ports instantly, what would it be and why?
If I could implement one transformative technology across all global port instantly, it would be blockchain technology for supply chain and cargo tracking. So here's why. Because blockchain enhances transparency and security. It would create a decentralized, immutable ledger for every shipment, ensuring complete transparency. Every transaction related to a shipment from port entry to destination would be recorded, reducing fraud and increasing accountability. It will improve the efficiency by automating and securely recording each steps of cargo's journey. Blockchain can streamline documentation processes like custom clearance, reducing delays, paperwork, and manual errors. It will reduce cost because it will minimize the need for intermediaries, cutting down on the fees and the time needed to process transaction. It could reduce port congestion as information sharing becomes faster and more accurate. It will foster real-time tracking. Real-time tracking of containers would be available globally, improving communication and enabling better decision-making regarding logistic, port scheduling, and inventory management. And of course, it will lead to more sustainability with enhanced tracking and efficiency. The overall environment of impact to the port could be reduced by optimizing port traffic, reducing waiting times, and improving the logistic chain to minimize fuel consumption. The integration of blockchain into port operation would revolutionize how the global supply chain operates, making it faster, more secure, and cost efficient.
Okay. That's really interesting. So blockchain is the technology I think is going to change global ports instantly. That's a great idea. What's your bold prediction about technological disruption in logistics that most people might not anticipate right now?
Well, I will say two. Okay. Uh, First one would be logistic industry will move towards a hyper personalized logistic powered by AI driven real time demand forecasting and autonomous micro fulfillment hubs. See, the most discussions are around technological disruption in logistics, focusing on AI, blockchain, and automation. However, a lesser anticipated shift will be the extreme personalization of logistics services, moving from traditional bulk movement models to ultra customized predictive logistics solution tailored to individual consumer behavior. So how this will work actually? So by implementing AI-driven micro fulfillment centers, now instead of large centralized warehouses, companies will deploy autonomous micro fulfillment hubs in urban areas, leveraging AI to predict demand before an order is even placed. Real-time dynamic logistic network with edge computing and IoT, logistic providers will reroute shipments in real time based on weather, demand fluctuation, and even individual consumer routines. Autonomous and drone-based last-mile delivery, AI will not only optimize route but also customize delivery window based on when the consumer are likely to be on home. And subscription-based logistics modules, instead of standard deliveries, AI will anticipate needs. Example like automatically replenishing household staples, ensuring business get just-in-time inventory without manual intervention. Why this is unexpected? Because most assume AI and automation will enhance existing logistic models. This prediction suggests a fundamental shift from static supply chain to real-time ultra-personalized logistic ecosystem. It challenges a conventional idea of centralized warehouses pushing for distributed AI-driven logistic hub. It shifts power from logistic provider to data-driven consumer-centric supply chain.
Yes.
Another bold Another bold prediction in logistics that might fly under the radar is the eventual emergence of autonomous cargo ships powered by AI and renewable energy. While we are hearing a lot about drones and trucks, the maritime sector is advancing quietly with AI-driven autonomous vessels that could revolutionize the long-haul shipping. These ships would not only reduce labor costs and human error, but also be more environmentally sustainable by using wind, solar, or hydrogen-based power to replace traditional fuel. What makes this truly disruptive is the potential to dramatically cut shipping costs, reduce carbon footprints, and reshape global trade routes. With AI optimizing routes in real time, they could avoid bottlenecks, optimize fuel consumption, and manage unforeseen weather conditions, all the while running 24/7. It's a space that largely overlooked right now, but could have a huge impact within the next 10, 15 years.
Okay. Okay. So, what message? How do you think? Uh, how do you think? How do you think? No. What excites you most about the future of technology in supply chain management currently?
See, the technology is moving very, very rapidly. If you are not in pace with them, you will be less of a laggards. So again, the key innovations, the mother innovations like the AI, IoT, and blockchain will be is exciting me because they would be transforming the logistic and supply chain industry. Well, we don't have the imagination what we can do. It will enable the predictive analytics, optimize demand forecasting, route planning with enhanced decision making through real-time data analysis. As our Internet of Things allows for real-time tracking and monitoring of shipments and inventory, this level of visibility enhances transparency, improves decision making, and ensures more efficient fleet management. And as I've told before, blockchain can revolutionize transparency and traceability in the supply chain. It provides a secure, immutable ledger for tracking products and ensuring authenticity, reducing fraud, and improving compliances.
Okay.
Also, automation and robotics will reduce the human error.
What is one piece of advice for companies hesitant about digital transformation right now?
The key advice for companies hesitant about digital transformation is start small and scale gradually. Begin with pilot projects that addresses specific pain points such inefficiency within your organization. This way, you can demonstrate the value and ROI of the digital tool without overwhelming the entire structure. As you see success, you can expand the transformation across other departments or function. Digital transformation is not about a one-time overhaul, but a continuous journey that helps a company stay competitive and future ready. Embrace change, stay adaptable, and build a culture that supports innovation. Otherwise, you would be left behind.
And how do you think in the future, with this much disruption in through technology in this space, how do you think companies will balance technological innovation with human expertise in supply chain operations?
Uh, Number one, they would be leveraging automation for repeated tasks tasks like AI and IoT and robotics can be used to automate repetitive tasks like inventory tracking, order processing, and demand forecasting. This will reduce the human errors, enhance efficiencies, and allow the employees to focus on more strategic tasks, augmenting human expertise with data. See, technologies like sorry, big data analytics and AI provide vast amount of insights. However, these insights are most valuable when interpreted by experienced professionals who understand the nuances of the business. Supply chain managers can use technologies to make data-driven decisions, but human judgment is necessary to access factors like market fluctuation, customer preferences, and supplier relationships. Continuous training, a new technology is introduced, is required to keep the workforce updated through continuous training programs. This helps employees understand and embrace new tools and technology, ensuring that they don't feel sidelined by innovation, but instead are empowered to use it effectively. Strategic decision making. While technology provides data and automation, human expertise plays a crucial role in decision making, especially when it comes to strategic moves like supply selection, crisis management, and long term planning. Technology can inform, but humans are needed to evaluate and make decisions based on factors just beyond data. Collaboration between technology and talent, encouraging collaboration between IT professionals and supply chain experts, fostered an environment where both innovation and expertise can complement each other. For instance, the IT team might develop a new tool, but it's up to the supply chain expert to fine tune and optimize its functionality based on real world challenges. And lastly, innovation with a human touch. Finally, while technologies may provide efficiency, the human element in supply chain ensures flexibility and emotional intelligence. For example, a customer service representative, negotiators, and relationship managers play a role that technology cannot easily replicate. Balancing technological efficiency with customer focused approach often requires human insights and empathy, I believe.
Hmm. So, what message would you like to share with aspiring logistic professionals, the youth of our country, about embracing technological change?
To all my young aspiring logistic professional, embracing technological change is not just a necessity today, but an exciting opportunity to shape the future of industry. Technology is transforming logistics in many ways that were unimaginable a few decades ago. To stay relevant, you must constantly evolve, be curious, invest in learning, and develop a mindset that embraces innovation. The integration of tech tools in logistics can make you work more efficient, more data driven, and more impactful. Stay ahead by honing your skill in these areas and seek out opportunities for hands on experience. Remember one thing, technology isn't here to replace you, it is here to empower you to achieve more, think smarter, and lead changes.
Exactly. That's really interesting. So looking back at your 25-year-old career, very vast career you have, can you tell us what has been the most profound lesson about adaptability you have faced in global logistics?
So, I've learned over my 25 years of logistics is that adaptability is a cornerstone of success here. The logistic landscape is constantly evolving, whether due to technological advancement, regulatory change, or shifting geopolitical dynamics. Over the years, I have witnessed firsthand how companies that resisted changes struggled, while those that embraced it thrived. For instance, during my time in different regions, I saw how global supply chains were impacted by the unpredictable events like the 2008 financial crisis, the pandemic, the tsunami, and even the political tensions. Even
Yes.
on this, each of this moment taught me the importance of staying flexible and adjusting to strategy on the fly. So being adaptable means being open to adopting new technologies, re-evaluating old processes, and even exploring new geographical markets. It is also about fostering a culture of innovation within the teams and collaborating across borders to overcome challenges. Ultimately, the ability to pivot quickly and efficiently in response to unforeseen disruption has proven time and again to be one of the most valued assets in logistics sector.
Okay. So now we are going to try a new type of round. Let's begin the fire chat round. We will do a rapid fire round in which you have to answer questions in one or two words. So is that okay? Let's can we begin?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So what's one technology that describes the future of supply chain technology?
One technology or one
Yes.
word.
One word.
One word, it is automation.
What is the most disruptive technology you have seen in logistics in the last decade?
If you have to name one, I would term it as artificial intelligence with relevance to machine learning and deep learning.
So,
Uh, the-
if you could implement one technology across across all the global ports instantly, what would it be?
it will be no doubt blockchain-based supply chain management of port operation.
What is the biggest challenges in the digital transformation of supply chains you have seen?
The biggest challenges in the digital transformation of supply chain is data integration and interoperability. So
Uh,
supply chains often involve multiple stakeholders, and making it difficult to integrate data. If there is no good data integration, yes, we will not have an end-to-end visibility.
okay. So, what is your go-to technology for improving the last mile delivery?
Oh, it should be like AI.
AI. Okay. Chat GPT or traditional supply chain software?
ChatGPT can be a powerful tool for enhancing customer communication and adding a layer of predictive intelligence. While traditional supply chain software is better suited for handling the nuts and bolts of logistics from tracking to optimization. So for a truly optimized last mile delivery system, a combination of both would be excellent.
Okay. 5G or satellite communication for logistics tracking?
5G is ideal for urban logistics, high density environment. Satellite communication excels in providing global coverage, especially in remote areas, and is more suitable for logistics operation that spans across vast or the isolated region.
Excellent.
I think a hybrid approach would be best.
Okay. Cloud computing or edge computing?
So it depends on your needs actually. Cloud computing is great for centralized services, large data storage, and global access. On the other hand, edge computing is better for applications that need low latency, real time processing, and where data doesn't need to travel far to be processed. So
Blockchain or
many modern companies are combining the both. Sorry.
yeah. So blockchain or traditional transaction records?
Which one would you choose depends on your needs, but blockchain offers enhanced security, transparency, and decentralization. Traditional transaction system are, but blockchain enhances security, transparency, and decentralization, but at the cost of speed and scalability. Traditional supply chain, on the other hand, are faster and more cost-effective, but rely on central authorities that can introduce inefficiencies and vulnerability. So
Elect-
whether you choose, well, yeah, electric, yeah,
Electric vehicles or traditional fuel vehicles for logistics?
electric vehicles are better term for long-term choice for logistics. Traditional fuel vehicles may still be a better option for long-haul trucking or heavy-duty applications, but ultimately, again, a hybrid approach could work very well.
I agree. So that concludes the round, and I think I was intruding a bit during the your answers because
No,
your
no issue.
passion was very great, but I think we had to keep the answers short. So thank you. Lastly, these are some of the closing questions. Please advise two books that you believe everybody should read.
I have recently read two books. One is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. This powerful book combines the personal experience of Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, with
Yeah,
his insight on human quest for meaning. And the next book, I would say Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari. This book offers a fascinating exploration of the history of humanity from the emergence of Homo sapiens to the present day.
both are very fascinating books, and I both have both of them. I haven't read the first one, but the second one is also great. Both of them I have kept in my library, and I'm going to read them. The Sapiens, I
Sure.
have read most of it, but it's a very large book and it is very time consuming, so I'm taking my time with it. It's a great book, and those are great referrals from your side. Please advise two people that you would think would be great on the show that you know.
In this show,
Yeah.
number one would be Mr. Shumesh Nair. He is the founder of education AI education board called a Board Infinity, and is a very dear friend of mine. And The second one would be a very senior guy, a veteran of port operation and digital, Mr. Shirish Shah. He's the ex-CEO of Portal, JSW Group.
Okay. So, lastly, I hope you enjoyed this show. Please advise what unique
Sure.
thing you have liked about Aditya Talks and any suggestions which should be incorporated to improve the experience of our viewers.
I think the show was fine and the questions were very insightful. I mean, I, 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 I didn't expect questions like this from you. Uh, you are so young and but you are so very well versed with all the subjects. Hats off to you. And
Well,
as for the improvements concerned, I don't think much improvement is needed. As time will go, you will be more be equipped with presentation of this program. You will be how do you present the program would be the most thing because you already have I think around 1,000 followers, and I hope by year end you should have about 50,000.
okay, I'll set this as a goal, and I have your blessings, so I'll try my best. Thank you for coming. Thank you, my viewers, for watching till the end, and it was a great episode. See you next week. Ciao for now. Bye bye.